Okay, quadrants. So this is quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. We just talked about because it was like with the angles. The quadrants follow the angles. So if you start 0 all the way around, okay, you're going to hear me refer to this little acronym I call ASTC. So in quadrant 1, I put an A, and then an S, a T, and then a C. ASTC. Okay, if you feel like you can't remember ASTC, here's a little rhyme. All soup turns cold. All soup turns cold. Okay, it's a funny way to remember the letters. Okay, so here's what I want to do. Let's pick an angle. Give me an angle in quadrant 1. What kind of angle would be in there? Pick any degrees.
30.
30-degree angle. Okay, got my calculator up. I'm going to make sure I'm actually in degree mode here because I'm not. Okay, so here I go. Sine of 30. Positive. Cos of 30. Positive. Tan of 30. Positive. So, why did I use an A? All trig, no matter what you trig, sine, cos, or tan, they're all positive. Okay, let's jump to quadrant 2. Give me an angle that would be located in quadrant 2. Think about, just anybody give me a number in quadrant 2. So it has to be between 90 and 180. 100? Want to do 100? Okay, ready? Here we go. Sine of 100. Positive. Cos of 100. Negative. Tan of 100. Negative. So why do you think I put an S there? Sine was positive. Which meant the other ones were negative, right? Okay, we'll do one more test here. Let's go in quadrant 3. I'm going to pick, is it okay to pick 200? Just 200 degrees, right? It's between 180 and 270, so 200. Okay, ready? Sine of 200. Negative. Cos 200. Negative. Tan 200. Positive. So what happened to the T quadrant? Tan was positive, but the other ones are negative. Okay, so what's in quadrant 4? The cos is positive, which means if you tan an angle or sine an angle there, they're negative. Okay, so this little acronym is trying to help you realize what's going to be positive in that quadrant. Okay. So what happened here? Sine of 200 degrees. Where are you with 200? Which quadrant are you in with 200 degrees? You're in the T, or the third quadrant. You're right here, 200 degrees. So if I sine it, it will be, what's the sine of 200 without the calculator? Positive or negative? Negative. What's the cos of 200? Negative. What's the tan of 200? Positive. Because it was in the T quadrant, the tan is positive, but those are negative. Okay, you ready? I'm going to draw my little quadrant here. Where is sine of an angle? What does this say to you in math? What is this symbol? Greater than 0, so positive. Where is sine positive? You get to pick two quadrants where sine is going to be positive. 1 and 2. So I'm going to go check, check. And cosine has to be, this says what? Less than 0? So negative. Where would cos be negative? 2 and 3. So which quadrant did both things that I said happen in? Quadrant 2. Okay, can I show you a little bit of a trick when you're looking at this? Sine sine separates tops and bottoms, kind of like y's. Y's positives, y's negatives. Cosine is left and right. We're going to learn more about this. And tan is diagonals. So when you think positives and negatives, that's a faster way to look if you want a little bit of a tip. Okay, ready? I'm going to draw my little quadrant here. Where is tan negative? Which two quadrants is tan negative? So my tip before was to kind of look diagonally with tan. So where is tan negative? These two quadrants, right? The S and the C. So there's that. Where is sine negative? So my tip was to look top or bottom. So where is sine negative? The bottom, the T and the C. So which quadrant did both things happen? And that is called quadrant 4. Okay, cos positive, sine positive. Does anybody know the answer already without doing the check marks? Because which quadrant is the only quadrant where you could have multiple things being positive?
1.
Quadrant 1. Right? Quadrant 1, they're all positive. Otherwise, only one thing is positive. Okay, last one, tan positive, sine negative. Okay, where is tan positive? Can you find me the two quadrants where tan is positive? Did you pick the A and the T, the 1 and the 3? And then where is sine negative? So that should be the bottom. So my final answer should be quadrant 3.